say the page in a tire on your car.
I'll do it again. So I'm going to share your homework. Okay, does it show now?
Yes, I forget to type my name again.
It's all right. So we can take a look at it and see how well you did. Okay. Did you send me anything else besides your essay? Did you send me another page? Because I received one more homework, but it doesn't have a name on it. So I'm not sure if that is yours.
Can you open that homework? I'll check if it's mine.
Okay. It's an image file. Okay, let me open it. Okay, it's coming now. Wait, never mind. Oh. It doesn't want to do too many things at the same time. Open. Photo. Okay, I opened that one. And I'm going to share a new one. But it's not appearing. Okay, do you see the photo?
I think it is mine because you asked me to do it at the first class.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because there's no name on it. Okay, I'll make it bigger. I'll make it bigger.
My mom helped me to send it because I have so many homework and maybe she forget to put the name on it.
Okay. Yeah, you should say so much homework, not so many.
Oh, so much homework.
Oh, what other kinds of homework did you work on?
My school homework and my lesson, and I also have other lessons, and they have a lot of homework because last week one of my lesson has 6 pages of homework.
That is a lot of work for 10-year-old kids. So this handwriting is yours, okay? Confirm.
Okay.
This is yours. So let's take a look at it. Have you ever had a flat tire on your car?
No, but my father had one on his car.
But my father had one on his car. What did you do? I can fix it or replace it. All right, look at this question. The question is, what did you do? What verb tense is the question?
Oh, I could fix it or replace it.
Okay. So if the question is in the past tense, your verb has to be in the past tense. Now, what will you do? How will you change your sentence if you remove could from your sentence? What would your question be? I mean, what would your sentence be if you remove could?
I fixed it or replaced it.
Okay, I fixed it. Good. Yeah. You can fix it or replace it, but it's not really you who's doing the fixing and replacing, right?
Yes, usually it's my dad.
Yeah, you can have your dad do it or somebody at the car repair. but it's not really you. Okay, let's take a look at this. So you've read the article. Put a check mark next to the statement that tells the purpose to show how to change a flat tire. Okay, good. Underline the topic sentence. Okay, your topic sentence is correct. It's the first sentence. And how many steps are there in changing the car? You said there's 5. So let's count them. The first one is, what is the first thing that you do?
Make sure you have the following items.
Make sure you have the following items. Oh, yes, you're right. The first thing to do is to prepare your items. All right, what is the second one?
Use the jack to elevate the car off the ground.
Okay, very good. What does it mean to elevate the car?
To raise.
Yes, it has to get off the ground because you need to remove the tire. Okay, next. What's number 3?
You using the lug nut wrench, remove all of the lug nuts from the wheel.
Okay, so next, number 3 is you removed all the lug nuts. Okay, what's number 4?
Remove the flat tire and replace it with your spare tire and screw the lug nuts back into the wheel and make sure that they are tightly fastened.
Fasten. Yeah. The next one is to remove the tire. Remove the tire and put in the new tire. That would be number 5, right?
Yes.
So that's not number, when you screw the lug nuts back, okay, yeah. So when you put in the tire, you screw the lug nuts at the same time so you can put them together. Anything else that you do after that?
Lower the car back down to the ground.
Okay, you lower the car. And anything else?
Check one last time to make sure that the nuts are as tight as possible.
Okay, so you have to check one last time. So how many steps do you have in all?
6
Is it 6?
or 7.
You prepare your materials. You elevate the car. You remove the lug nuts. And then after that, you will remove the flat tire. And then you will put back the spare tire. And then you get to screw the lug nuts back and make sure they're tight. And then you lower your car back into the ground. And then you're going to check that the nuts are tight. So if you're going to really look at it, there's 8.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, not just 5, there's 8. So you will know how many steps there are based on the number of actions you get to do. So you have to identify your actions one by one. So it's not just 5, it's 8. Okay. Do you have any other pages besides this? Is this the only one that you did?
You just asked me to do this.
Yeah. So you didn't do page 8.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the first 2 activities were correct. That's good. The last one, you needed to add 3 more steps. So we're done with this. Let's look at your essay.
Should I read?
Okay, so is it showing properly? Is it showing on the page?
Yes.
Okay, all right, go ahead and let's read it.
Do you think the influence celebrities have on young people is negative? I think it's mostly positive. There are many ways for it to be positive. Here I will talk about only a few examples that as celebrities can teach us important things like knowledge, big lessons, and how to be successful. So it can be a popular celebrity too. It's like I had seen a video on the internet recently and I learned a lot from that. And the experience of a celebrity will make people be surprised because the celebrity might work so hard. So after they find out this, most people will work harder learning from celebrities.
Okay, yes. Okay, go ahead.
But on the other hand, some young people like celebrities too much and they do not work or study hard. This is a negative thing. It may make people can concentrate on what they ought to do. Uh, um, oh, uh, I should read from this. And also, celebrities can entertain us by singing songs and dancing or acting. But on the other hand, some young people like celebrities too much and they do not work or study hard. This is a negative plan. It may make people can concentrate on what they ought to do. So this is what I'm thinking about this topic. It is mostly positive, but it can also be a bit negative.
Okay, very good. So I'm very happy that you made made effort, that you did some effort on this topic. So this is a good essay. You have one, two, three paragraphs. So before we continue to talk about it, let's look at your grammar for a start, okay?
Okay,
No. Let's start with something more simple. Let's start with spelling. Let's start with spelling. So I want you to look if there's any misspelled words on the page. Do you think there are?
okay. Um, oh, experience.
Oh, did you see it? Experience.
Mm, in the middle. Did you see that?
Yes, I'm looking for it.
Um,
Oh, okay, I
it's
just this one, right?
oh yes.
Okay, how should you spell it?
Um, uh, I don't know.
It should be with an E.
Oh,
Experience. This one. Okay, there's another one here. I saw it just now. How will you correct the spelling here?
uh, successful. Mm, uh, I don't know.
So it should be SC, suck, like that, suck. And then you have to spell the next one, says. Says should be CES, success. So you have suck and you have says. So you just add one more S. Successful. Okay?
Okay,
So if you break down the words and try to pronounce each syllable separately, you'll be able to remember the spelling. So this is the part that you have to remember. Success. one. Okay? Successful.
Okay.
All right, this is also incorrect. Knowledge. What do you think is missing here?
Maybe something late.
What is there any letter that's missing?
Um. mm, uh. I don't know.
One thing is missing. You need a D here. You need a D. Did you see
Oh.
that? So it has to spell no. Okay, you have the first syllable no, and then you have the second syllable led, and then you have the last J sound, J, knowledge. So
Oh.
it needs a D before the G, knowledge. Okay,
Knowledge.
yes, right. So we've examined your spelling. We corrected 3 words. Now, part of your editing or proofreading should also include the spaces. So if you have a full stop here, the next word, there should be a space before the next word. Okay? All right. So let's assume this is your first paragraph, right?
Yes.
There should be a space between your first paragraph, space, and the next paragraph. Okay? You should
Okay.
there should be a
My mom helped me to type it, so I forget to tell her that.
It's all right. So you will, after typing it, I also want you to learn how to type, Meg, because it's going to be very useful for you to be able to, if you're able to type your own essays, it's a very useful skill. So after you type it, you just look over your essay one more time, and then you put a space in between. So this is your next paragraph, right? This part. So we put another space here. And I see that you separated this sentence. So you need a space between that and the next one too. And it seems that you have another space here that's missing. So we are going to put the space. In all, you made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. Okay, so let's see what else we can do. Okay, this word also has an incorrect spelling. How are you going to correct this word?
Um, Maybe there is something after P.
What is the something?
Uh, I don't know.
Read this word. Read it.
Surprised.
Okay. So based on your pronunciation of the word, do you see any missing letters?
Um, no.
Okay, there should be something after you. What should it be?
R?
Yes. You need a letter R there. So it's sir and then Christ, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so underline that one. Sir and Christ. Together, it's surprised. Okay. All right, so we fixed your spacing and we fixed your spelling. Okay, what else do we need to fix? Now let's see if there's anything that we need to correct in your grammar. Okay? All right.
Okay.
So do you think the influence celebrities have on people, on young people, is negative? I think it's mostly positive. There are many ways for it to be positive. Here I will talk about only a few examples. So you don't need this, such as you don't need this. You can remove it. The reason is because you can just put your colon here directly. Here. See? If you move your colon here, then you don't need this at all. You don't need such as it becomes unnecessary. I will talk about a few examples, only a few examples. So before you mention the celebrities, what connecting word can you insert there in this sentence?
Maybe like.
Like, mm, here you mentioned that you were going to talk about a few examples, meaning there will be more than one example in your essay. So if you're going to name the first example, the first among many, so it would help if you insert the word first here, right?
Yeah.
Because this is the first example that you present. So you just want to number it a bit so that it's going to be clear. First, celebrities can teach us important things like knowledge, big lessons, and how to be successful. Okay, that's good. But I want to ask your opinion on how knowledge and big lessons are different. Are they the same or different? Knowledge and big lessons.
I think they are different
Okay, they're different. How are they different?
because um, because lessons they can teach you lessons. Uh, I don't know how to describe it.
So the best
And
for you to,
and
yeah, the best way you can do that is to give an example so that you can differentiate one item from another. Because if you just look at knowledge and big lessons, they sound like they're almost the same. But you would like to differentiate them so you can be more specific in the way you describe them by providing a solid example. So they can teach us important things like knowledge. So give me an example for knowledge. What kind of knowledge?
like what you learn from school.
Like, what is it?
Like what you learn from school.
Like what you learn from school. Can you be more specific than that?
Maybe subjects that you learn from school.
Subjects such as what? English, math, and science?
Yes, and also Chinese.
Okay, English, math, science, and Chinese. Although this can be true, but do you think celebrities are the best example for for the kind of people that you will learn subjects from school?
Maybe celebrities can show us how to sing or dance.
Okay, yeah. Because if you're talking about, English, math, science, Chinese, the first people you look to for that kind of thing will be your teachers, right?
Yeah.
It's not really the celebrities. So it's school subjects would not be a good example of knowledge that you can learn from celebrities. So you propose to change this to singing and dancing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's change it to singing and dancing. Celebrities can teach us um, important things like singing and dancing. Okay, so now let's try to qualify this. Although you're right that singing and dancing can be important, but important is not the best adjective for singing and dancing. Do you understand what I mean, Meg?
Yes.
When you talk about singing and dancing, important is not the first word that comes to mind to describe it. So could you change important into another word?
Mm, maybe interesting.
No, no. Undo. Yes. What would you like to change it to?
Maybe interesting.
Okay, interesting. All right, that sounds like a better adjective. Can teach us interesting things. Wait, wait. Okay, so we're going to strike this out. Just to remember that we struck it out, and then let's change it to important. Important. Ah, no. Interesting. Okay. So we inserted interesting and we struck out important. Celebrities can teach us interesting things like singing and dancing. Okay. And we put a full stop there. Can you elaborate? Can you elaborate on this a little bit more? Like, could you expand that idea a bit more? When you expand an idea, you're adding more information to what you said so that what you say is clearer in the mind of your reader. Okay?
Mm,
How
mm,
do they teach us singing and dancing?
by showing us how to sing and dance.
How do they show us?
Maybe they can perform on TV.
Okay, on TV, and you can watch their videos on the internet, or you can even watch them perform live in the theater or on stage or in a public place. So, okay, that's a good idea. That's a good piece of information that you can add to your paragraph. Now, I want you to give me the sentence that you're going to insert in this paragraph because you can't just put a fragment there. A fragment is not a complete sentence.
Or maybe interesting things like singing and dancing, which they perform on TV.
Okay, which they perform on TV. Yeah, which they perform on TV. But you want,
Yes.
but you want your sentence to show that that's how we learn it. Okay, which
Mm,
which young people
can learn, can learn and watch them performing them on TV.
okay. Oh, not performancing. Performancing is not a verb. What is the correct verb? You said performancing. It's not exactly correct. What is the right verb?
Performing,
Yes, performing. Good. Which young people can watch on TV, right? Or
yeah.
or on the in or on the internet when they Okay, who are they? When the celebrities perform.
Yes.
All right, what do you think about this sentence? So can you read your paragraph now?
Should I read just to perform or or to big lesson?
Read the whole paragraph beginning with I think.
Okay, I think it is mostly positive. There are many ways for it to be positive. Here I talk about only a few examples, such as first, celebrities can teach us interesting things like singing and dancing, which young people can watch on TV, on the internet when the celebrities perform.
Okay. Okay, good. All right, so now we've corrected your first paragraph. Now let's look at your second paragraph. So this paragraph is just about learning how to sing and dance. So now we separated the next example, which is the big lesson, right? So you have a connecting word here first. Do you think we should insert another word here?
Maybe then.
Okay, then, or not really then. You use then for a process when you're describing a step by step.
Second.
Yeah, you can say second or you can say next. Second, second, we can we can what?
We can we can learn big lessons.
We can learn big lessons. So complete your idea. We can learn big lessons from
Um, from uh from from the internet.
the internet. So who is the subject of your essay?
Mm, teenagers.
Not really teenagers.
Maybe also celebrities.
Yes, celebrities. Don't forget your subject. Your celebrities are the subject. So how will you complete your sentence now? How will you complete this sentence?
Um, Second, we can learn big lessons from celebrities.
Okay, from celebrities, or you can just say them because you already mentioned celebrities the first time. Okay?
Okay.
You can learn big lessons from them. So what do you think? What should the next sentence be?
Mm, uh, and how to maybe I can change the whole sentence to second, we can learn big lessons and how to be successful from them.
You can't put them together because they're different. So did you notice, Meg, here, look. The first thing that you mentioned was learning singing and dancing. After you say this statement, you have to prove it by giving an example. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, you have an example, singing and dancing, then you have to elaborate on it. You cannot just say any sentence in your essay without giving an example or without proving it. Otherwise, you won't be explaining yourself so much. So you came up with another statement. We can learn big lessons from them. What do you need to do next after you give your second statement?
Um, Maybe I can tell exactly about the big lessons.
Yes, now you need to elaborate on your statement by giving an example or giving a more detailed explanation. So, can you explain to me how you can learn big lessons? from celebrities?
Um, we can we can search on the internet and search about that how they become successful and popular.
Okay, and then? Yes.
And then we can and then we can learn about the lessons.
How will you learn about the lessons? What kind of lessons?
The lessons that the celebrities teach us.
So the first thing that you said was we can search for their life story on the internet. Is that what you said?
Yes.
The story of their life. So let's pretend that we read about their story, how they grew up, and so on. How does that teach you a big lesson? And what kind of big lesson does that teach you? Still not clear to me.
It can teach you if you work hard and you can be successful.
Okay, all right. Now that sounds a bit more clear. So we can learn big lessons from them. For example, when we read or hear about what? For example, when we read or hear about their what?
Their experience or lifetime.
Their experience or life story, we will be able to what?
We will be able to learn from them.
So now you need to be more specific. We will be able to learn how to.
Learn big lessons.
Yeah, you already mentioned big lessons here, so you don't need to mention it again because it's going to be redundant if you keep saying it. So now you need to be specific. You have to leave the big lessons behind and you have to give the example. When we read or hear about their experience or life story, we will be able to learn how to succeed by working hard, right?
Yeah.
So these are the examples of the big lessons that you're talking about. You'll be able to learn how to succeed by working hard or or by not giving up, right?
Yeah.
Because most of them have a hard time. They have to go through a lot of difficulty and a lot of hard work before they can become celebrities. So we can learn from what happened to them. Okay, so now you have example one and you explained it. Then you have example two and then you explained it to me and you gave me examples. Now you need to explain the next one and how to be successful. So I think you already mentioned being successful in your second paragraph, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to keep it or do you want to drop it?
Maybe to drop it.
I think you can drop it because you already mentioned it before in the paragraph before. So now we go straight to the next sentence. So you can be a popular celebrity too, just like I had seen a video on the internet recently. Okay, I don't understand this part. So you talked about how what we can learn from celebrities and then suddenly you're talking about people becoming a celebrity. What do you mean by this?
I mean, if people can learn from celebrities, maybe they can try and be a celebrity too.
Okay. All right. The way you said it is much clearer. So you need to make your sentence as clear as how you said it to me. You need to make your sentence as clear as the way you said it.
Oh, and I can change it to so you can try to be a popular celebrity too after learning from other celebrities.
Okay. All right. Okay, so this this sentence doesn't need to be separated from this paragraph. It's actually a part of this paragraph. Okay? So
Okay.
you said by learning from their examples, you can be a popular celebrity too. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
By learning from their life examples, you can be a popular celebrity too. And then you added something more, just like I had seen a video. All right. Okay, Meg, by you said you watched a video on the internet. Will that help you become a celebrity by watching a video on the internet?
No, but I can learn from it.
Yes, that's true. You won't be a celebrity just by watching it, but you can learn from it. So this is not exactly true then, right? This sentence is not true because you can learn from their life examples. It will not guarantee that you will become a celebrity because there's so many more things that you need to do before you become a celebrity. So you have to strike out this sentence because it's not factual. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Learning from their life examples will not guarantee that you, the reader or the person watching, will become a celebrity. That's not how it works. So we will just remove this sentence. Okay? But this sentence is true. By watching a video or by reading about them, you can learn something. Just like I had seen a video. So there's something not correct about this sentence. We want to fix that. Just like, so can you be specific? What kind of video did you see?
I have seen a video about celebrities talking about their life experience.
Okay, just like, all right, so let's say it exactly the way you told me. Just like when I watched a video on the internet, just like when I watched a video on the internet
About celebrities talking about their lifetimes.
talking about their experience.
Yes.
Okay, I learned a lot from that. All right, there you go. Okay, can you read this paragraph, the second paragraph? Can you read it?
Okay. Second, we can learn big lessons from them. For example, when we read or hear about their experience or life story, we will be able to learn how to succeed by working hard or by not giving up. Just like when I watched a video on the internet about celebrities talking about their experience, and I learned a lot from that.
Okay, very good. All right, good. So we don't have time left, on our next lesson, we will continue the second part. Okay? So we stopped here. We're going to continue this part next time. Okay?
Okay.
Continue this on the next lesson. So we're going to work on this. And then after we finish cleaning up your essay, I'm going to send it back to you, and you have to write it in your notebook. Okay? So that
Should I take a picture if I write and send it to you?
no, you don't need to do that, but you can just show it to me during our class. Because when you write your corrected essay, then you will learn how you'll learn the way you should be correcting it on your own. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So Meg, can you also study page 8 and 9 for our next lesson?
Okay.
Okay, page 8 and page 9.
Okay.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, Meg, and have a good night. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.